Hi everybody, welcome to another video here with myself, Midlands Explorer, aka the Lost Pilgrim. Right, what we're doing here today, well, we're in a place called BURTON Latimer, and we're off also to another little place where I've already been before, guys, FINEDON. But instead of going around the village, we're going to go to the pocket park, and there we're going to find well, lots of old things, including stuff to do with the old railway and tramways, because that whole area was a pit and a quarry. Talking about quarries, guys, this whole area here, with Morrison's just up there to my left and wheetabix factory to the right, where I'm going today for an interview, and that's why I'm here, was all quarries. This whole land. Now, just up there where Morrison's is, the bank comes down, and then all this area here was all old quarry land. So sometimes we don't notice this, but depending on the earth and how it comes, the mounts are up and down, the level of the grass and stuff, people don't really have a look at it. It doesn't really bother them, really. But in this case, it's important to tell you that this is a whole area of quarries. Previous quarries, obviously. There's no quarries here now. Got my new bike. It's got thick tyres, guys, which means I don't have to worry about going off map a little bit, because I used to panic a lot going on my previous bike because it had thin wheels. But like I say, everybody, welcome to another episode here with the Lost Pilgrim. My name is Pedro, guys, and I am your host for the day, your tour guide. So without further ado, guys, let's go. And we're gonna go past wheetabix factory on the right hand side. I'm gonna slow down so it's not really taken too quickly on the bike, and then we're gonna head down to the village itself, which, as I say, all this area was dated all the way back. It's in the Doomsday Survey and book, and it dates back all the way to the Norman Quest, so a very, very long time ago. We've got a little church we're gonna have a look as well, which is really old here, and a strange looking house with a link to the Battle of Waterloo. So we'll go along there now, guys, and then we'll head off towards FINEDON Pocket Park, where the old sleepers of the train still lay, and it's quite known to be quite haunted. So follow me, guys. Welcome everybody, enjoy. So just had my little interview at wheetabix factory, which we have behind there. Went well, I think, and here we are in front of Kettering Football Club, which is just here behind me, and then Morrison's at the top of the hill, another place where they've got jobs, so I'll be back here soon. Anyway, guys, I'm just letting you know, this whole area, now I don't know if you can see or not, but I'm going to show you what I meant by the quarries. It's still got an area of land here. Let me just leave the bike right there. This whole area here still has a little lagoon. I don't know if you can see that, guys, just through there on the other side of here. And this lagoon obviously was all part of, again, this whole area, which was the quarries. I just thought I'd show you that so you can see that dip there in land, because we couldn't see it from the other side, guys. And try and get a closer look of the wheetabix factory. Smells delicious. I'm a big fan of wheetabix, so I like the smell. Whether you like it or not is another thing, and you can't smell it obviously on video. But here we have it, guys, the wheetabix factory. By the way, this wheetabix factory is actually on an old mill site. I don't know if you knew that, on an old mill site. And on the actual mill site is where the wheetabix factory was built, guys. So there you have it, a bit of history for you. And as I say, we're off now to the main village of BURTON Latimer. It's quite industrial now, guys. It's quite modern compared to other areas, but we do have the old church that I'm going to have a look at, St. Mary the Virgin, again another St. Mary the Virgin, and we're also going to head off to a strange looking building. By the way, this whole area was owned by the Latimer family and the Plessy family, and it was joined together. And in recent years, another family took over the whole land called the Harper family. And we'll tell a little bit more about that when we get nearer to the church and the hall, because it's linked to a hall in Latimer itself, Burton Latimer. So off we go, guys. Let's go to the village of Burton Latimer. Outside the Burton Latimer Town Cricket Club, I just found these rather beautiful houses here, guys. Really nice. And this is a main road, so you can see some wind turbines there in the background as well, but it's a really, really nice house I've just found. We've got the church there in the background, guys. I don't know if you can see the wind turbines as well. There's quite a lot of them around here. Quite a busy road here. But you can see this just there in the background, St. Mary the Virgin, where we're off to now. It's quite pretty along this side of Burton Latimer. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit more while we're here about this area, guys. And it's like, as I say, it was a small settlement, so it wasn't that big at all. And a lot of rich land around here, so it's well known for rich land. And it belonged mainly to the Latimer family and the Plesley one, and then more recently the Harper family. An old road was here, and you can see the old brickwork of the road before it changed obviously into a path. And we're heading down there towards St. Mary's right now, guys, and we'll tell a little bit more when we get there. Just stopped up here on purpose because on the left hand side, guys, don't know if you can see that building, but it's got a striking resemblance to the one that we saw in Weekly Village, the old hospital. Can you see that? And obviously it was all land here. We're still in Boughton Estate land, obviously. As you know, it's stretched for miles on end. And we're coming up to the church, guys. This little, I think that's the vicarage there. Nice houses along here, I've got to say. Quite tall, aren't they? But yeah, was that one of the halls maybe? I don't know. But it is an old building there. And as I say, guys, we're heading towards St. Mary the Virgin Church, just up here on the right hand side. Welcome again to anyone who's just joined us. Welcome. We're here today in Burton Latimer at the moment, before we head to FINEDON. It says up there actually on that building, it says 1859, with these very tall chimneys. It's nice along here, guys. Let's head to the church and I'll tell you a bit more. Well, guys, I think in the first video that I've done since lockdown, that could have been an old, I'm assuming that was an old baptism pillar thing, but yeah, there's a figure of patron saint of the church, St. Mary. What was it here before? Why is it telling me that for? There. Anyway, no smoking. I'm not smoking. Let's see if this is open now. Oh my god, guys, it's open. Apparently we're not allowed to film in there, but we can take some photos. So I'm going to take some photos, snapshots, and hopefully we can add it to this video. It's really cool, it's open. Guys, it wasn't actually open to the public yet, but I managed to get in and take a few photos, so I will add them to this video. Coming back out again, guys, I'm gonna go back past that building, Jacobin House, which is a grade 1 listed building, and it belongs now to the Harper family, which own a lot of this land around here. Just gonna go a bit closer to it. I've heard that the actual door to get in, that white door there on the right hand side, I've actually heard that the actual level of the building, so can you see where the windows are? That is the ground floor. So to get into the building you'd have to go up some steps to get in there. And as I say, it's now called the Jacobin House, and it belongs to the Harper family, which is the family, as I say, who took over this land after the Latimer and the Plesley. So I've come back to it just to have a little closer look at it. See the columns on the entrance. So as I say, them windows up there is actually the level, so the ground floor, and then you go up to get in there. Guys, we're outside BURTON Latimer now. BURTON Latimer in the background there. It's had a motorbike passing. Here we are then, right next to more land. Why am I here? Well, I'm here because all this land just before we get to FINEDON was the old quarries, the old mines, etc. All this land here had loads and loads and loads of different quarries. In fact, the whole region. So around Kettering, all the way down to Cranford St Andrews, where I've been before. Here, just outside BURTON Latimer, and on the way to FINEDON. But in FINEDON, I'm going to the pocket park, and actually, it's the first pocket park that was made in the UK. And down there is the old mine and quarry, so we're going to have a bit of a look around, see if we find. I've heard there's some tunnels that are blocked off, but there is some tunnels down there, and I've heard it's very eerie and very, well, a lot of people have said it's haunted. They've seen and heard noises, especially on the old sleepers. So we're going to head down there, guys, and just had a little bit of a breather here, cycling up hills. I'm getting old. But as you can see here, the land, how it comes down at certain shapes and then back up again on the other side. Normally, I wouldn't think anything of it, but now that I know, these were all iron, well, they got iron ore to distribute to the furnaces that then sent trains to Wellingborough, south and north towards Kettering, and even further north. So it's very symbolical around here, guys. Here we have it, guys. We're back in FINEDON, and we're gonna stop a second at a church that I actually filmed on the video I did when I came to FINEDON the first time. That was the memorial, and I actually filmed here last time. In here, I don't know if you remember, guys, I was standing right on this wall here filming, and I went down to the actual church on the right hand side, and I also went to see the old hall down here on the right hand side. But here we have it, guys. Here we have it. The old what's it called down here is the old quarry and mines, and obviously the whole site was made into this pocket park, which we're going into now. There's a lot of different birds in here. There's also a nature reserve down the other side called Camelly Banks, I think, or Callerley Banks. We also have the dismantled railway, guys, right underneath us. That's why that's that bridge there. And I didn't even notice last time I was here, guys. It's really ridiculous. I just ran, well, I didn't, I cycled straight past it and went all the way down to the church. as I say, this was where the old mines was. Somewhere down here, there is some remains of an old crusher. So I'm going to go down and have a look and see what we can find, guys. It's really interesting. It says there, that's where the old tunnel would have gone then, underneath there, guys. Yeah. I'm happy. I found what I was looking for. But as I say, all this area is known to be quite haunted as well, guys. So if you see anything, or feel anything, or notice anything, don't forget to comment below. That's one of the old tunnels down there, guys. We're going to go down and have a look. Anyway. Them two riders were trying to catch up with me further up the hill, but I beat them by quite a substantial amount of time. So yeah, here we have it, guys. See what we can find down here, because I've heard there's all kinds of stuff to find. Let's go. Here's a little map of the whole area. It does say there, dismantled railway. Nature reserve up there. And I'm going to try and find this, guys. This is the remains of a crusher. So yeah. And here's a little thing that's quite funny. We can't quite see this one, so I'm going to have a look at the other one. I'm just going to have a look at what it says here, because it does say some few things that are quite funny, actually. And here we have it. What does it say? This area is an old industrial site quarry with multiple hazards such as protruding steel, metal studs, wooden and concrete sleepers, deep water, swimming is not permitted, no shit Sherlock, steps and other natural hazards. Users of the pocket park, do so at their own risk. Yeah. Well, we're going in here, guys. Well, a bit of a narrow walk here, guys, but if you can see at the bottom, we can see the old sleepers, sorry. The old train sleepers. Oh my god. How about that, man? That's just off that bridge there, that road. I've come down this way. Don't know why I've chose this way when there's another way. I could possibly come down that way and walk along to the end, or I can carry along here. Don't know which way is best to go. Really don't know. You know what, it is quite eerie here. It's quite daunting, in fact, because it's quite high up. Not that high, I suppose, but it is a bit of a fall if I fell. So, I'm going to see which way to go. Follow me. Well, guys, I came along there where you see that jogger. Yeah. Thought you vanished. Yeah. We came down there on the bike. Thought might as well. And you can see more of the old sleepers here, guys. The old railways. Now these railways, of course, were not here for commercial use. These were here as a part of a tramway which connected the quarry at the end of here, and here at the other side would have been the obviously the rail lines that went out to different places, including FINEDON itself, Wellingborough, as I said earlier, and other places where the actual iron ore went. But we're going to go a little bit further down if we can. There is a path here, so I am assuming we can go down there. And let's get onto the actual sleepers, and then we'll walk all the way to the end where we just started over there, underneath the tunnel and down to the other side, because this side apparently is fine. It's the other side that's known as haunted. So follow me here with the lost pilgrim. The old bricks here from, well, all this area here is quite cool. It's been obviously made now into an area for kids to play, etc. And there's things all over the place, but down there, guys, is where the actual sleepers were that we saw earlier. Look at them. What's this become now? Like a little kind of a stream along here. Just how far does it go down there? I'm gonna have a look, guys, see what we can find down there. It's really interesting. I've come down on my bike, and this is one end to it. I can't believe I completely missed it last time I came to FINEDON. That's just really a bad find. But yeah, as I say, they had these gorges that came down either side of the quarries, and then they had the tramway. I call it train, but it's an actual tram, and it would come all the way down to take obviously the iron ore to the neighbouring stations and towns, etc. Somewhere in here, guys, we should find some really old things, so I'm just heading down here and see what we can find. Follow me. Guys, we're right at the bottom here, and you can see more sleepers down here. It's extremely muddy and soggy, so I'm gonna try and get through this part and then go across all the way down to the tunnel that leads back onto the pocket park where the quarry is at the end. Just seen a couple of people who scared the hell out of me. Not their faults, but because people say it's haunted around here, gave me a big shock when all of a sudden I couldn't hear noises, I couldn't see anybody, and then they appeared in the background. And guess what? They were here because they're following a guy with a YouTube channel of the name of the Koch. Now, the Koch obviously means a place where to be. In Nottingham we use it. Jamaican people I know in Nottingham, they use it as like just a place to sit. But I know there's a guy and his name's Purple. I'll say hello to you. Big hello, because you actually reminded me of what's down here, because I've been here before to FINEDON, but I've never been in this part down here. I can't find everything today because, again, wrong shoes. Shoes play a big part, and I've got the wrong shoes. I must come back down here maybe with Wellingtons or hiking boots or whatever, but I will be back here at some point. But we're going to go out of this bit that's quite soggy and muddy and head towards the tunnel, and then head down towards the quarry. Again, if you find, see, hear anything, let us know. But a big hello to Purple if you're watching. God bless, and thanks for your great videos. They are very interesting, and I've seen you've done quite a few of them of recent, and I just wanted to say my personal hello to you. Talking about shout outs then, we might as well go on this bit now. Shout out to everyone in Nottingham who knows me, let's just put it that way. Everyone, of course, in Northamptonshire, there's quite a few of you now that know me as well, so hello to everyone there. I want to say a big hello to Knots Explorer, who I assume will be editing this. And you've got to check his own videos out, guys, because he's got loads of videos, really interesting ones. A lot of them up in the hills and up in old places. Lud's Church, that's one you need to check out from Knots Explorer, where we went into the mountains shape where there used to be a chapel many years ago. So have a look at that. So yeah, I want to shout out to Knots Explorer, obviously. I want to say also a big hello to my missus, obviously, Sam. Mwah, love you. Hope you're good. The wheetabix interview went well. And then I came on a big walk, as I do. Hello to Kaylee, Corbin, JJ, and the family. You know who you are. And I want to just now carry on, guys. And I want to head, as I said, down here towards them sleepers we saw not long ago. And then we head down towards the quarry and see what we can find. Follow me. So guys, here we have it, the sleepers of this old railway tramway. Came along here and all the way there, down towards the next villages. These are not even wood, guys, because I've seen some wood ones in the past. These are actual steel brick ones here. So I'm really excited, guys, because I've been looking for this place for quite a while. And I only found it thanks to this guy known as the Koch. His name is Purple. So I can't believe I missed it last time again, guys. I really don't know how I missed it. But here we have it. And we're gonna get off here and walk the rest of this little bit. Look at that. Amazing. Miles and miles of it. And here is some wooden ones, guys. Can you see there? There's a change there. Brick ones all along there. And here we're starting to see some wooden sleepers. But it's really good, guys. Do you remember we saw another set of sleepers in another video I did when I went to Thrapston? Graffiti spoiling the little tunnels. Can I get through here with the bike? Ooh, I don't know. I have to lift it across. Yeah, I'll lift it over. Yeah, got through. That's where one of these trains would have gone. I don't know what that is there, but it's metal. Part of the train sleepers. But we're through to the side. Now we're going to head down towards the quarry. You can see here all the side where ground was dug up, iron ore. And there we have it, where we first began earlier, on top of there. But as I say, it was all carved out of the rocks itself around here. Very rich iron in this area. And we're just going to head down now towards... You can actually see more or less how the hill goes back up again slightly. And that's where it would have been the quarry itself, guys. Let's get a bit closer. See that there, guys, on the left hand side? And if you can see that, just the bank, yeah? Well, all this area down here was the quarry. And you can still tell by the certain hillside, certain ways the land is formed. And we're going to go through that little valley here, which is the valley of the old quarry. You alright, sir? Sorry, I was just stopped there by an old man who reckons we can't film down here. How can we not film down here? It's nature. Anyway, that's that bank I was on about too. All this region here was where the quarry was itself. And all this land here was obviously covered at one point with land. And it was quarried out the side. You can see actually coming up here, you'll see. So they would have been coming down here where they're different transport for the quarries, the crushers and everything that was digging out. And you can still see here how we're coming to this little valley kind of place, and you can still see more or less the ridge at the top. But just to give you a bit of an idea of where and how big this quarry was, guys. So we're right down at the bottom of it, let's say. We don't have much more to see here today, guys. I was happy I saw that old railway line with the sleepers. And we're going to head back home. And hope you've enjoyed yourselves again. And you know what to do. Press that like button and subscribe, guys. And I'll do a little more outro video in a few moments time, because I'm going to try and get to the top of the ridge here so you can see the top of where the quarry was. Along here would have gone some kind of pulley, or even the old trains might have started along here. I'm not sure. I don't see any sleepers here, but they could have been down that part there. I think it would have started a bit further down there and then off towards the tunnel where we were earlier. But it's interesting, and yeah, I see why people think it's haunted, because it is a bit daunting, if you want to know the truth. It's very beautiful as well. Anyway, guys, right, I am heading up there to the top esplanade, I think it's called in French, the ridge, and see what we can find. I can hear voices, I can hear people, but I can't see them. So that's either my eyesight or they're a bit further away than I thought. It's come from over there on the right hand side. I've come to the left here following this part here, and straight away I'm finding here again the old sleepers. These are the wooden ones. So one route would have been, as I say, for the mines, and the other route was from the quarry out back towards the mine. It's really interesting. I'm quite tired. A lot of walking and cycling today. But there you have them again. You can see them just there. These old sleepers across here. I've just come into the end of here, guys, because I've heard there's like a big area of grass. And it's the top, like the bit where excavation first began out of this part of the land, if that makes any sense at all. It's a hard subject for me because I'm not really into it, but I am interested. Look, more old sleepers here. I am interested in old railway lines and quarries ever since I've been around here. I've seen a good quarry still in use, and I've seen other mines and what have you more in Nottinghamshire, where I'm from, and in Derbyshire. But we're heading out, guys, so I want to say from me to you, thank you for watching Lost Pilgrim today. And I'm coming to the end of my video, guys, and I'm just going to video my way out of the village for you guys to see. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, we've got more villages planned to go, especially now that I've got my bike. So I'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Thank you. Look what I found down here. An old bit of the old ironworks, guys. Really, really, really cool find. It's all blocked off up this end. Whether we can get to it down there, I don't know.